in today's video.
Put his finger in his eye. The dirtiest fighter in MMA.
From shocking finishes to heartbreaking moments.
Alhamdulillah.
Chocolate, Peppa Pig, everything to have wrestle. Let's go, show me have wrestle. I'm ready, I'm here.
We don't know this knees.
Don't move up.
Hang on,
The
Chris,
chairs are
wait.
coming, all right?
We'll get a hand, we'll get a look at this. Look at me.
This event had everything. The main story, of course, is Tom Aspinall, who was rushed to the hospital after suffering a brutal eye poke in his fight against Ciryl Gane. Fans were expecting fireworks, maybe even a first-round finish, but instead, we got pure chaos. So let's break it down. What really happened? How the MMA world reacted? And what's next for the heavyweight division? After months of hype, anticipation, and back-and-forth talk, Tom Aspinall and Ciryl Gane finally stepped into the octagon at UFC 321 in Abu Dhabi. And within minutes, millions of fans were left stunned. What was supposed to... memory. The British heavyweight entered the octagon with massive expectations. Many believed this would be his moment, the night he'd prove he's the true king of the division after Jon Jones's sudden retirement. Aspinall was expected to finish Gane early, just like Jones did. And before the fight began, even Khabib Nurmagomedov offered Tom a few important pieces of advice.
Focus. Sometimes you use boxing, separate wrestling, separate politics. When you use everything together, wrestling, pressure, boxing, everything, because you don't have this ability. It's like he move, he have good footwork, legs, touch, you know. But when you use your boxing and take off pressure, it's gonna be much better. Make him think about it. Yeah. Make him think about it because he's gonna wait your takedown. Sometimes when you take out your punches, you can show him. You can show him your.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
From the opening bell, Tom Aspinall came out aggressive, marching forward, throwing heavy shots and looking to pressure Ciryl Gane early. His punches landed clean, and for a moment, it felt like the hype was real. But Gane, as always, stayed calm under fire. Working comfortably from range, he used his jab and slick footwork to frustrate the Brit. Aspinall tried to change levels for a takedown, but Gane stuffed it immediately. Midway through the round, the momentum began to shift. Gane started to find his rhythm, landing crisp strikes and making Aspinall hesitate. The champion's nose was bleeding, and although he kept his composure, Gane's timing and precision were beginning to take over, and then, disaster struck. In the final moments of the round, Gane accidentally poked Aspinall in both eyes, forcing the action to stop. Tom immediately stepped back, blinking and trying to clear his vision, but it was obvious something was wrong. Unable to see clearly, Aspinall was checked by the ringside doctors. Moments later, referee Jason Herzog called...
Guys, I just fucking poked knuckle deep in the eyeball. Why are you booing? What am I supposed to do about it? I didn't do the fucking poke. I can't see.
...of overreacting, but most just couldn't believe what they had witnessed. Within minutes, comparisons to Jon Jones started flooding social media. Fans were quick to claim that Jones would have destroyed Aspinall with ease. Memes, jokes, and frustration took over the internet. One user posted a photo of Aspinall squinting in pain, writing, "Bro got smoked in the first round and took the easy way out." Others questioned Aspinall's toughness, with one comment reading, "Sounds like pre-fight jitters had him panicking before the big moment." Another wrote, "Never want to hear that Tom beats Jones narrative again." Some fans even accused the Brit of exaggerating the injury, suggesting he wanted an excuse to bow out once the round turned against him. One fan compared him to Daniel Cormier, recalling how DC once fought with one eye, writing, "One went to the hospital, the other fought the GOAT with one eye. Bring back the old school heavyweights." Another pointed out Michael Bisping's career, reminding everyone that he literally fought his entire career with one eye. Proof, they said, that fighters from the old days were built differently. But not everyone joined in on the criticism. Bilal Muhammad defended Tom, calling out Gane directly. "You can't be mad. You clearly poked him. Learn to keep your hands closed." Fighters like Derek Brunson and Arnold Allen also chimed in, calling the situation rough and unlucky. Brunson even joked that the heavyweight division might be cursed. Then, Alex Pereira wasted no time stirring the pot. In classic Potan fashion, he posted a few clever emojis on Instagram, writing, "Let's make the heavyweight division great again." Just a few hours later, Jon Jones fired back on X, responding with respect. "Alex, I'd be down to bring the highest skill level to the White House. I appreciate the respect you showed. Let's dance." Not long after that, Jones decided to have a little fun, changing his profile picture to a duck wearing an eye patch, clearly taking a jab at Tom Aspinall. Daniel Cormier later mentioned that he ran into Tom backstage after the fight and noticed that Aspinall still had bandages covering his left eye.
E aí, Potan?
The UFC boss was disappointed as well, but Dana White came to Ciryl Gane's defense, reminding everyone that the Frenchman hadn't been getting the credit he deserved going into the fight.
I saw Tom Aspinall. His right eye is covered in a bandage because he cannot open it still. We're 20 minutes past the fight ending. And what's crazy about that is his other eye was the one where his hand went knuckle deep. The right side was scraped down more. The left side was the one that went knuckle deep and really would have been hard to deal with if not for the pain he was seeing on the other side. Tom was very upset that people were booing. And then people saw the replay and were like, wait a minute, maybe we should be booing the other guy. Then they booed Ciryl Gane.
Being poked in the eye is illegal, Brendan, but to fight with one eye is very common. The opponent's trying to hit your eye. He's trying to bust up and make your nose bleed. So that part of it does have question for guys like Anthony and I. We're trying to be polite. We're trying to show grace. But in all fairness, if you're the heavyweight champion of the world, you got to fight with one eye.
Obviously, the accident foul was an accident, right? But the way he had his hands on Tom Aspinall's face is the correct technique to do. It just wasn't his hands, right? If you go back and watch Jon Jones, he's a great eye poker, but if you go back and watch the greats who do body kick, if you go back and watch my fights, when I throw body kicks or I throw leg kicks, my hands are here, they're open. So once again, you're never going to fix eye pokes in mixed martial arts unless you put us in gloves that are like in actual like boxing gloves.
Later on, Ciryl Gane addressed the media, expressing clear frustration over the way the situation unfolded.
Give us your reaction to the eye poke and how it all went out.
I mean, I feel the way everybody feels. Great showing, the ending, you know. I think that after the Jones fight, a lot of people wrote Ciryl Gane off. He looked damn good tonight.
Yeah, what did you think about the fight on its way to the eye poke? What did you take from those 4 minutes?
Good. Looked like we were in for a few rounds and it was going to be a good fight.
It would seem obvious that a rematch is right on the cards. Would you like to just rebook these guys as soon as Tom is able to get back in there?
Yeah, total pain in the ass, but yes.
Now, the only thing fans want is clarity. Will the UFC rebook the fight? Can Tom Aspinall prove himself in a rematch? Or will Jon Jones or Alex Pereira step in and steal the spotlight entirely? One thing's certain, the heavyweight division has become a powder keg, and UFC 321 might go down as the night that blew everything wide open. While all eyes were on the chaos surrounding Aspinall and Gane, the rest of the UFC 321 card delivered pure violence and drama. In the prelims, Brazil's Walter Walker shocked everyone by submitting England's Louis Sutherland with a vicious heel hook in the first round. Then, in the light heavyweight division, unbeaten Russian contender Azamat Murzakanov scored one of the most brutal knockouts of the night, finishing Austria's Aleksandar Rakic with a devastating first-round strike. Over in the co-main event, Alexander Volkov edged out Brazil's Jailton Almeida in a hard-fought war, winning by split decision in a battle of skill and endurance. Sam Salkild also delivered what many are calling one of the most powerful head kicks in UFC history, knocking out Nasrat Haqparast before he even hit the canvas. And to top it all off, Mackenzie Dern became the new UFC Women's Strawweight Champion, defeating Virna Jandiroba for the vacant title, capping off one of the wildest and most unpredictable cards of the year. All eyes were also on Umar Nurmagomedov, who stepped into the octagon for the first time since his tough loss to Merab Dvalishvili. The UFC didn't give him an easy comeback. His opponent, Mario Bautista, came in on an 8-fight winning streak. This was a huge test for Umar, both physically and mentally. He had never experienced defeat before, just like Khabib during his career. But like Islam Makhachev, Umar needed to prove he could bounce back. He entered the fight as a heavy favorite, and fans expected nothing less than complete dominance.
Je suis un peu déçu de l'issue du combat, forcément, pour plusieurs choses, par rapport à tout ce qu'on a pu mettre en œuvre, par rapport à tous les engagements, par rapport aussi à la physionomie du combat, par rapport au futur. C'est vraiment pas très satisfaisant comme issue. Donc non, maintenant, le futur, moi je le connais pas encore, c'est mon manager. Je fais confiance à mon manager, à ma team et à l'UFC. C'est eux qui discutent entre eux. Moi, je suis juste un combattant.
Focus, sometimes you use boxing separate, wrestling separate, when you use everything together, wrestling, pressure, boxing, everything, because we don't have this ability. He's striker, he move, he have good football, legs, touch, you know, but when you use your hand, boxing, you take down the pressure, it's gonna be much better.
Make him think about it.
Yeah, make him think about it, because he's gonna wait your takedown. Sometimes when you set up your punches, you can show him you're going to, because his mind is thinking less half fear about this. Show him it's possible, you know, just football.
And right from the opening bell, Umar played to his strengths, wrestling. He secured a takedown just 8 seconds into the fight, followed by a powerful slam that electrified the crowd. There was a tense moment when Bautista nearly caught him in a heel hook, seemingly inspired by Walter Walker's earlier finish, but Umar stayed composed and managed to escape. In the second round, Bautista dropped Umar with a knee, but the Dagestani quickly recovered and regained control. By the final round, Umar was relentless, pressing forward, landing takedowns and dominating every exchange. All 3 judges scored the bout 30-27 in favor of Umar. Khabib was so fired up after his cousin's victory that he almost lifted Daniel Cormier and tossed him out of the octagon.
I didn't hear you.
It's question it's possible to this fight contender, me and Barry.
Could this fight be the contender's fight?
Yes.
Go out there and make it. Go out there and put on a show on Saturday that makes people go, damn, one of these guys should be fighting for the title next.
Okay, we're gonna do it.
Deal.
Right from the start, Umar went to his strength, wrestling. He scored a takedown just 8 seconds into the fight, followed by a powerful slam that brought the crowd to life. There was a scary moment when Bautista almost caught him in a heel hook, inspired by Walter Walker's earlier finish, but Umar stayed calm and escaped. Bautista dropped Umar with a knee in the second round, but the Dagestani recovered fast and took control again. By the final round, Umar kept pushing forward, landing takedowns and controlling every exchange. The judges all scored it 30-27 for Umar. Khabib got so hyped after his cousin's victory that he nearly picked Daniel Cormier up and tossed him out of the octagon.
Alhamdulillah. Очень долгий темп. Очень долгий. Hadi. Use the tough. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good.
Hasbulla, you tell him.
You don't watch my eyes, coach.
Watch his eyes.
Because I feel bad.
No. Hasbulla, you look eyes. Look. Eyes. Him. Yes. Show him. Show him. Show him. Yes, Hasbulla. You win. Harasho, you win. He beat you, Habib. Take defeat. Your first defeat to Hasbulla. Good job, Hasbulla.
Ali say I need the haircut. Что его стрижка стоит с выездом $200. Ali, please don't move, brother. Why not? Brother, I can do for you. I have machine, brother. New machine, I can do for you. You don't have to cut all your head. Here, no, nothing. Just half. Huh, Ali? Brother, you have half price. Brother, hey, you have to make 50% because we don't have all. Huh? Yes? Wow, what is this, man? I see first time, brother. What is this? Brother, very good here. Even, brother, if mosquito sits, she gonna flip. Brother, clean mustache, please, brother. Brother, in the nose, inside there's something.
Can I take a photo, bro? Very good, bro. Everything good.
Он мечтает с тобой сфоткаться. Можно, брат?
Heavyweights, they don't play, they don't do it.
They don't have the mobility. It's boogie, bro. It's boogie. The takedown, you have the takedown. They don't like it, but you do every time, bro. It's our secret, bro. Your wrestling.
А? Вот сейчас, не знаком.
If you found today's video helpful, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. Your support means a lot. Thank you in advance.